Jeremy Rosenthal, which I wanted to do, our legal expert and attorney who joins us on the show this morning. Jeremy, good to have you.
Good morning. How are you?
I wanted to get your view. Now, Jim and I are a little bit at odds here about the fact that the woman, the HR woman at Astronomer, who was caught playing around during the Coldplay concert, has not been fired as far as we know. The CEO, her partner up there on the big screen, resigned immediately. My view is that if you're the head of HR, you got to go. Jim thinks no, she might have something on the CEO, and that the company's worried about a lawsuit. What's your take?
Okay. Well, first off, who's going to pay me between you and where are we gonna? We can settle that. I'm a lawyer.
So I know.
My legal views are subject to who's paying me.
Right.
Well,
so this is a negotiation. It's not about the money. It's how much. I got it.
What's the difference?
Okay. Okay. So here's what I think is happening here. I think that when you are the head of HR, I think you know where all the bodies are buried. I think that and this is me being a little jaded, so take it with a grain of salt. I think corporations and industry, I think they act out of fear. And there's nothing to fear with this CEO. He's a national joke. He's resigned. If anything, if you're an astronomer, you're going to pin your ears back. You're going to go after that guy because he violated probably his morality clause, and he hurt the shareholder. He hurt the profile of the company because he was thinking with something different than his head. She, on the other hand, can really still hurt you, and she can still hurt you because she knows, again, where all the bodies are buried. She's the head of HR. Her job, she's the J. Edgar Hoover of this place. Her job is to collect the dirt on everybody. So that's why they're probably trying to negotiate with her a severance. They might be afraid of a lawsuit. I doubt it. You can say there's two types of sexual harassment. What you would call vertical sexual harassment, which is when it's the person in the cube next to you that keeps, kind of grabbing and screaming and touching and, hey, look at this on my phone. There's that. And the company there has a lot of defenses because the company's entitled to notice. When it's horizontal, pardon the pun, when it's horizontal sexual harassment, when it's the CEO, there's a lot of arguments that, look, he's compelling this, that we feel like we have to do this, that he's got some sort of grip on you. And that's a little harder to defend. Although Exhibit A is going to be a picture of her looking pretty darn happy at the Coldplay concert. So I don't think there's liability, but that's how I think the company is thinking.
Yeah, he definitely had a grip on her. That's for sure.
Our bet is a draw then.
Well, no, I think he's leaning my direction because as I pointed up yesterday, Sadler, I believe there are two things going on here. Number one, she can say, hey, he was my direct report. He was sexually harassing me. I felt like I had to go along or I was going to lose my job. Or they're negotiating a settlement here that includes an NDA.
You didn't say that part.
I did too.
Yes, he's lying,
Look
Jeremy.
at the tape.
Anyway.
I said that.
All right.
Roll the tape.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, well, that all makes sense. I want to ask you, too, about this horrible Kohberger case. Do you think they screwed up by doing the plea deal, number one, and by not at least requiring him to make a statement at the sentencing?
There's no right answer here. I think you could have compelled a waiver of the Fifth Amendment. As part of a plea bargain, you can, when you're the defense, you waive rights. You waive rights, you waive lefts, you waive ups, you waive middles. You can require the defense to waive the Fifth Amendment and answer questions. And that's not a very common thing. It is common, but it's not for that reason. Thousands of people plead guilty in this country every day, and the judge has standard admonitions. He has to ask the defense, do you understand what's going on? Do you understand the nature of these charges? Are you crazy? Have you been to a mental hospital? Are you on anything right now? Those are the types of questions that are typically answered when you waive the Fifth, but you can do it to press him on things. Now, I don't know that you're going to get any answers that are satisfactory. So that part of it could have been done, but I don't fault the prosecutor. But the bigger question here, should they have sought death or not death? I'll tell you this much. I don't have a lot of sympathy for prosecutors. I'm a criminal defense lawyer. I love what I do. But this is what makes being a prosecutor hard. If I have to take my hat off to them for anything, it's this. There are not just 4 victims here. There are moms and there are dads and there are sisters and cousins and uncles and brothers, and they're not going to agree on what they want, and they don't agree on what they want. And as the DA, you're going to upset somebody.
Yeah. Plus, you with the jury trial, you never know. Just ask, Marcia Clark about jury trials and how sideways they can go. Ask Mark Furman about those. One quick clarification, and that is his ability to earn money off of this. There is some sort of, maybe there was some negotiated issue, or maybe it's a state law in Idaho, but my suspicion is he's kept quiet because that content is very valuable. Is there any pathway for him to generate money as a result of this story?
Not in Idaho.
Yes, but not money that he can keep. OJ died broke, remember, and he wrote book after book after book, and the Goldman family just sued the potatoes out of that guy. And this guy, if he ever makes anything, that would actually be good for the families because they'll just sue him and take it. So I think there's the short answer there. But again, there's just no right answer. And the Parkland, Florida shooter didn't get the death sentence when they sought the death sentence. How painful would that be if for the family to go through that? So that's what makes being an elected DA hard.
Jeremy, thanks. We'll do it again.
Sounds good. Have a great day.